Cerise is a very dangerous and intelligent villain who made an iconic opening in the premiere of Season 6. Only a short time after obtaining the Butterfly Miraculous, she was able to steal all of Marinette's Miraculouses and use the absolute power to make a wish. Even this alone demonstrates how serious Cerise is about her goal. But there is a huge gap in the storyline because we don't know the exact reason behind her actions in executing all of these plans. In the episode Carte Blanche, adult Bunnix was shown on a mission for the first time, where she had to take Ladybug and conduct a detailed time search to find the events that led to Cat Noir destroying the entire universe after getting akumatized into Carte Blanche.
Bunnix? Minibug, something happened today that caused a major disaster in the future. I'm not sure what it was or when it happened exactly. Nothing unusual to report on your side?
Throughout the episode, we saw holes in the burrow starting to break down, and Bunnix beginning to fade away. The plot started forming a loop, where everything connected back to the timeline of Cat Noir. However, that wasn't the only moment when everything changed completely. For example, in the episode Ephemeral, the case was completely different. After Gabriel secretly heard that Adrien was Cat Noir, he akumatized him and created a very sneaky plan to corner Ladybug using Ephemeral's powers. He finally obtained the Miraculous. But this time, Bunnix did not intervene, and instead, Ladybug, who was about to transform back into Marinette due to Ephemeral's power, contacted Viperion or Luca to find the Miracle Box and order Sass to use the power of Second Chance. Sass activated the power at the last second, just as absolute power started covering all of Paris. But that still wasn't the only case of such a big change, because everything was completely reset at the end of Season 5. In the episode Recreation, after Gabriel successfully trapped Marinette and took all of her Miraculouses, he activated absolute power and fulfilled his wish. However, this time, Bunnix did not interfere and allowed Gabriel to use the power. But why? Actually, the answer is pretty simple. Gabriel changed. Before Marinette's speech, Gabriel was still planning to use absolute power to replace Emily with Ladybug, which would have had catastrophic consequences. Overall, Marinette would have suffered something that she absolutely did not deserve. However, after Gabriel had an emotional breakdown, Bug Noir's speech touched his heart. At that very particular moment, he realized how selfish and full of anger he was, and that he had very little time left. At the same time, Natalie was about to die, which meant Adrien would be completely alone. Thus, Gabriel replaced himself with Natalie. He left with Emily, while Natalie returned in his place, thanks to Gabriel's sacrifice. So, the balance of the Quantic Universe changed all events, including those who weren't even responsible for the changes. In these moments, Bunnix successfully handled the situation, making the necessary adjustments to prevent the collapse of the universe. Now, moving on to the events of the London special, the situation was even more serious and dangerous. After Cerise finally obtained the Butterfly Miraculous, which had dropped into the water, she created a perfect plan to learn Ladybug's identity and steal the Miraculouses at the perfect moment. Later, we saw Marinette waking up to the noise of absolute power, which she saw from her balcony. She was almost destroyed, but thankfully, Bunnix pulled her into the burrow at the last second. Until now, I have explained why Bunnix intervened in necessary situations and how those moments affected the timeline. So, considering that Bunnix got involved in the London special, this means that Cerise also made a wish that destroyed the entire universe, including the Miraculouses. But what could be the wish that reset everything from scratch? Let me explain. First of all, I think we all agree that Cerise is one of the most manipulative and cunning characters in Miraculous Ladybug. She is a real strategist, capable of creating elaborate lies and manipulating people into believing whatever benefits her the most.
Oh, a seat in the front row! You all remembered my hearing issue! You're such sweethearts, all of you! Mwah, mwah.
We have already seen examples of this in several episodes. However, beyond that, we still know very little about her. In fact, we don't even know if what we know is actually true, or if it's just one of her many fabricated personalities. Based on her actions, Cerise does not seem like someone who lived a normal childhood, and honestly, I can't think of any other explanation for that. In multiple episodes, we saw that she had different mothers. The first mother appeared in Oni-chan, who is the news reporter. The second mother was shown in Optigami. The third mother was the deaf woman who appeared in Revelation. So everything about Cerise is extremely complicated. We don't even know how she was able to manipulate all these women. But there is one thing we do know. The care, attention, and love she received from even these three mothers was not enough for her. She is in a massive emotional void. She always craves attention. Everything has to be about her. She needs to be the best. She does everything in her power to be the center of attention. But there is one person who achieves all of that effortlessly. Ladybug or Marinette. In the episode Vulpina, Cerise was exposed in the worst way possible. She lost her charming, manipulative persona in front of Adrian, and her chance of being with him dropped to 0. Thus, her hatred for Ladybug never faded. Instead, it only grew stronger with every episode. She did everything she could to stop her, as we saw in Catalyst, where she actively helped Hawk Moth. She believes that Ladybug is just a lucky girl who stumbled into her power. She cannot understand why everyone loves her. But that won't be a problem in the future because she now holds a secret that no one else knows. On the other hand, there is Marinette. Marinette is also someone Cerise wants to replace. She now has Adrian, amazing friends, and a wonderful family. Plus, in the episode 21, Confrontation, Marinette and Sabrina exposed her so badly that she had no choice but to change her identity. So, she is also on Cerise's revenge list. Considering all these information and the events that happened, it is very likely that Cerise's wish consider these two people, who are actually the same person. More specifically, Cerise's wish is probably to erase Ladybug or Marinette and replace her in every way possible.
My chances with Adrian? Gone! I hate you, Ladybug! Ugh!
That's why the entire universe was destroyed after her wish, as we saw in the London special. Her goal is to completely rewrite history, making herself the most powerful person in existence. But there are some question marks which should be answered. Considering that Bunnix always intervenes when the timeline is threatened, does this mean that Cerise will never succeed in making her wish? Or will Cerise somehow block Bunnix's access to the timeline and make her wish come true? How is that even possible? What do you guys think? Let me know your theories in the comments. Also, in order to support my channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. See you in the next one.